once said, "Music touches us emotionally where words alone cannot." Donald Gould is doing just that on the streets of downtown Sarasota.
You know, it's something you just don't see every day.
Music, it really gets my attention, and I guess a lot of other people in the course of the day stop to take a look at this artist. And obviously, he is an artist.
And I just got about 4 or 5 songs under my fingers, you know, and it seems to hit.
That's probably an understatement. Earlier in the week, a video of the homeless veteran exploded across the internet. More than 1 million people tuning in to see his surprising talent. Even more amazing, Gould says it's been nearly 5 years since the last time he even played a single note.
And I just like to see people catch foot traffic and make people happy. I never expected none of this.
He's been playing music since he was in the Marines, mainly the clarinet, but drugs and alcohol abuse landed him on the streets.
But there's always been a piano around.
The latest piano around, part of a community art project that has 7 public pianos placed throughout the downtown area. His crowd-pleasing melodies even attracting the attention from a few local bars, now offering Gould an opportunity at a permanent gig.
The whole goal of the arts and of the Arts and Cultural Alliance is to be able to allow the public to have access and to be able to find those talents.
And find they did, but putting his talents into words, well, maybe we're just not meant to.
It speaks to the soul, and you know, that's probably something that really can't be defined.
Somebody's barricaded in there and got somebody hostage.
I heard that he ran into his girlfriend's car.
As police choppers circled overhead, rumors of what was happening soared through the streets of this Tampa neighborhood.
Went that way, they barricaded, and I came around this way and I see all this. I'm like, wow.
Tampa police surrounding this home on 26th Avenue East this morning. SWAT teams on hold surrounding homes evacuated, believing inside this man, Billy Lewis, was holding his 10-year-old son hostage following a domestic dispute that spun out of control.
I don't want him hurt. If he gotta go to jail, let him go, but let him be safe.
Theosi Arnold is the little boy's grandmother.
He got in a fight with his girlfriend, and then she said she gonna call the police.
Hostage negotiators would quickly realize things weren't what they seemed, tracking down the child who was supposed to be being held captive.
Well, there was some confusion that Maury was in the house with Billy, but he was never in the house. Billy had dropped him off at his sister's house over on 15th. So when the officers asked where was Maury and they needed to physically see him, I went to pick Maury up.
Making entry on the home revealed the suspect was no longer inside. Family and friends begging him to end all of this before it turns deadly.
Just give up, come on out, before somebody else gets shot.
Back in 1999, I got my first computer. Believe it or not, I was ready to throw it out on the street.
That was then.
It ran, but it won't run long.
And this is now.
It's a PC2, I can tell by the little squares.
For the last 7 years, 71-year-old Robert Oliver has been fixing computers, hundreds of them.
You hear the click? Mm-hmm. That's the sound I love to hear.
That's because Robert has been losing his sight since he was 14 and is now legally blind, feeling his way around each component.
To hundreds of little pins here.
He quickly realized he had quite a knack for it, and while difficult, the payoff is like no other.
This says Megan. Dear Mr. Oliver, thank you for the computer.
You see, Robert's computers are from donors, and once fixed, he donates them to others in the blind community through the Florida Division of Blind Services, each installed with software enabling the recipient to navigate effortlessly.
It will help me with learning.
Hence the dozens of thank you cards from children and adults all over the state.
My wife would sit there and read a letter. Sometimes tears start flowing. I'm deeply touched to know the kids are getting computers.
But in reality, it's his amazing touch and heart that's making all the difference.
In Ellington, I'm Cameron Polom ABC Action News.